Hello friend, Jordan from jordangrayconsulting.com. I've had a bunch of people asking me to do this video, so today I'm going to be doing the 50 tags 50 facts about me tag. Nailed it. Some of them are funny, some of them are weird, some of them are definitely not safe for work, so either make sure that you're alone or you have headphones in. And without further ado, let's get into it. Look at my crazy eyeballs right now. I was born over 10 pounds, which is 4.7 kilograms for my non-American viewers. My poor mother. My very first word when I was a kid was no. Boundary setting, just straight out of the womb. I used to play in a punk band in high school. I started teaching live workshops on relationships at the age of 22. I'm afraid of heights, and I do not enjoy roller coasters or flying on airplanes. I do it because I like traveling, but I just don't like flying. Speaking of flying, I did go skydiving once with my friend Laura, and I almost puked, but I didn't. I like big butts, and I cannot lie. I really do though. Like, a lot. I've ranked #1 in Google for the search term strong penis 3 years and running. I'm a little bit sad that I will never be able to put that on a resume. I tend to find an outfit that I like and then wear that for several years in a row. For example, I own at least 8 or 9 of these black V-neck t-shirts. I like it, I don't have to think about what I'm gonna wear in the morning, I just put it on. I'm a huge fan of stand-up comedy, and I've even done a few open mic nights over the last year and a half. Perfectionists. Perfectionists. Fuck! There are a small handful of books that I love so much that I reread them every year. These are a few of those books. I have a scrotum piercing. If you don't know what a scrotum is, I do not recommend that you Google the words scrotum and piercing together. I used to be a provincially ranked badminton player. I get shipped health supplements and sex toys all the time, but I only publicly review the ones that I really adore. I shine both red light and near infrared light on my chest and testicles every day. The primary benefits being skin health, energy levels, testosterone production, and faster muscle recovery. I've lived in Vancouver, Canada for most of my life, and I've also lived in Paris, Bali, Thailand, San Francisco, and New York, and Montreal. Vancouver and Paris are my favorite cities that I've been to so far. I love my Vitamix blender, and I use it almost every day that I'm home. I once toured with my friend's band across Canada and got to see every major city in this huge, beautiful country. I was really into theater in high school. I have always been very relationship oriented. I've almost always had girlfriends from the age of 12 until now. I am 6'7", which is just over 2 meters. I have always been tall for my age. There wasn't one major growth spurt. I was always the tall kid in class growing up. I consume anywhere from 10 to 15 supplements every day, and they vary depending on what my health goals are at the time. Song lyrics do not stick in my mind. Some of my favorite songs my entire life I've literally listened to over 1,000 times, and I don't know what they're about. I am definitely a morning person. I used to star in a comedic web series called Sex Lab with my friend Nico, and we actually started to get some traction in Europe and sold some t-shirts internationally. I used to study magic, and I'll still bust out tricks at parties sometimes. I love dogs, especially my friend Mike's dog, whose name is Deer, who some of you know as Baby Dinosaur. I have tattoos of my parents' and siblings' names on my left forearm. Names? Names. At one point in time, and maybe again in the future, I was beating the author who wrote The 5 Love Languages in the self-help category on Amazon. I do not watch the news, and I aim to follow a strict information diet so I don't get caught up in the bullshit and fear-mongering of media. I love public speaking. Give me a stage with an audience and an hour for Q&A, and I am in heaven. I grew up with a trampoline, and I still love bouncing on them to this day. As with a certain percentage of males, I am red-green colorblind, also known as color deficient, which basically just means that I see a bit of a different color spectrum than most people. I am a certified scuba diver. I have a stuffed animal that sleeps next to my bed. It is an elephant. Here he is. I love skateboarding. I've had 3 concussions doing 3 different board sports. I once almost died from a combination of hypothermia and altitude sickness while climbing a volcano in Bali. I was a film production major in university. The Matrix is one of my all-time favorite movies. The first job that I ever had was I had a paper route in my neighborhood when I was 12 years old. I worked at McDonald's for 3 years during high school. I play guitar. Can you see it? It's there. I occasionally like to dance hip-hop. I've been co-leading a local men's group of 20 guys for the last year, and I'll likely do it for at least another year or two. I once went 18 nights in a row without getting more than an hour and a half of sleep each night. It was terrible. I do not recommend it. I was involved in the BDSM and kink scene in Vancouver, Montreal, and San Francisco for several years. When I work out, I either listen to really intense dubstep or really intense screamo music. Either way, I like intensity. I'm the youngest and tallest of 3 siblings in my family. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, leave any comments below, let me know if you have any questions, and if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to my channel to be notified of any videos coming out in the near future. Those are very Canadian out. Coming out in the near future. All right, thanks for watching.